Hello to all of you beautiful people out there, it is me, JP Gamer here, from JP Game Guide. I couldn't sleep as well tonight just because I kept thinking about how Scott Cawthon, the creator of the classic series we all know, Five Nights at Freddy's, and the other series about the video games of whatever, Pilgrim's Progress, I think, is what he also worked on. Was recently cyberbullied by a bunch of Twitter users, absolute degenerate piece of shit assholes who don't deserve a Wi-Fi connection. These kind of people just went on because he supported some party. Who cares? It's a party. He supported it with his own money. He could do whatever the fuck he wants with it. And anyway, they didn't like the party, so they bullied him. I'm not sure what the sides. I'm getting told it was Donald Trump he was supporting. I'm getting some that are saying that he's supporting Democrats. Who knows? Who cares? He did it. But the bad thing is these Twitter users went cyberbullied. I think his wife is also pregnant and was getting sent death threats. Like, are you kidding me? What person is doing this? And these people never get caught. You ever wonder that? You ever wonder why these people, they cancel, or so-called, cancel. It's super douchey of the word to use. They cancel these people, and then they get all over it. They're not caught. They just move on to the next thing. They get bullied by the internet, but it's never directed towards one person, because at the end of the day, it is a group of people doing this. It is a group of people and their friends doing this. Especially for icons. Like, Scott Cawthon was my childhood. Everyone heard of Scott Cawthon. You went to school, you knew what Five Nights at Freddy's was. You knew who the creator was. Never before has a game and its creator been so linked together. Like, I'm trying not to think of it like a Nintendo. Halo. Halo, we all know, is made by Bungie. Who exactly, the one person you know who directed it? There might be some, like, Halo buffs that know every answer to what I'm saying, but most of the time people will just say it's Bungie that made it, right? But Scott Cawthon being the indie developer, everyone knows who Scott Cawthon. Even these new series that are made by Steel Wool, doesn't matter. People still think it's made by Scott Cawthon, even though he's implied the story, but the actual game development comes under the team at Steel Wool. So it's insane to have this creator and this game so closely linked that one doesn't exist without the other. Five Nights at Freddy's does not exist without Scott Cawthon. It's insane. Halo exists without 343 or whatever, the guy who developed it or whatever. Who cares, right? No one knows his name. No one knows her name. No one knows any of this stuff. But Scott Cawthon, everyone knows him, right? It's an interesting thing to think about. How effective he was at being a part of his game so much in the community that it was so sad to hear his retirement, especially since he just finished the script for the upcoming movie, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which was going to air sometime, I don't really know. It was supposed to air like 3 years ago, didn't. A shame, but he did apparently finish the script, so when the movie eventually does come out, it'll be his script, but it won't be his seal of approval, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, Scott was at least there at the beginning to push it in the direction, plus the director and the actors and all the other visual effects artists and all that. They'll be able to play a tremendous role in bringing Scott Cawthon's dream to the big screen, which is going to be really interesting. But it's just sad how Twitter really put that to a halt. He couldn't have at least finished the project, because if he continued, Twitter would have been bad. You know what? The best lesson you could take away from any of this stuff that I'm telling you, just get off Twitter. Just stop using it. Twitter actively makes your mind more smooth, round. It makes it so stupid. Your IQ goes into something that we have never even seen before. Negative integers start becoming a normal thing in everyday Twitter users' minds. It's insane. That's what their IQ is like. It is below room temperature. Fucking a deceased corpse has more brain movement than someone on Twitter does. It is astronomically insane how dumb these losers are on Twitter. And I'm not saying everyone, but I am saying everyone. Fuck Twitter, man. God, I can't believe this. It really does suck. That was a big part of my childhood, and it really hurt. But again, You know what? He is making money off this last game. This final game that he makes, the security breach it's called. Yeah, that's what the one. He is making money off this one, so he'll have plenty for retirement. He's good with finances, I hope. But yeah, those fat stacks that he's making, and by the way, he also makes money off merchandising and the series going forward. So even if Five Nights at Freddy's comes to FNAF 365 or whatever, The Revenge of Freddy's Anus, he's still making money off that no matter what. So don't feel bad for him that the fact that he's going to be broke and homeless on the street, because that's not going to happen. The man made his fortune, and I am also happy that he is able to spend time with his family and his wife. So kudos for him. Bad for Twitter. Fuck Twitter. Again. Do I have to say that again? Fuck Twitter. Anyway, that's kind of the rant I wanted to go on. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good night. Not that I'm having, but yeah, you please, guys, get some rest. You're gonna need it. See ya.